Greetings, topic episode, second episode of, second topic of episode 387. Hot take, Void Storms are a fantastic addition to the game. So the original post says, is the insert anything here farm great? No. In this mode, you can get Railjack content combined with normal mission content. Normal missions are here's A, here's B, do stuff, get out. Whereas you have the option to do what to do in Void Storms. Void Storms bring together all the different things you need to get: Endo, credits, and Radiant relics. But the point remains, you now have a game mode where you can do all these things at the same time, to the net result of farming mode that's actually really efficient, all things considered. Shut up, phone. I'm probably not going to go back to playing normal relic missions anymore. Void Storms are genuinely a better way of spending my time. This is like, I don't know if this topic actually just lacked detail. But this is like the opposite of what I've heard.
Yep. Well, there is a lot more in the actual topic. When has there ever been another game mode where you could do affinity farming, credit farming, endo farming, and relic opening at the same time? I mean, never. Is the affinity farming as fast as ESO? No. Is the credit farming as fast as index? No. Is the endo farming fast as arbitrations? No. Is the relic farming as fast as normal rail missions? No. The point remains, you have a game mode where you can do all these things at the same time. So the net results of farming mode that actually is really efficient, all things considered. The game mode is more fun and the rewards are better, unless the only thing you want is maximize relic opening speed and nothing else, in which case normal relic missions are more efficient. Right. So I agree with them. Right. In my opinion, they're wrong. Right. The only efficiency this brings, no, there is some efficiency this brings. If you are looking,
I think you mean you don't agree with their opinion. Not
no, I don't agree. No,
wrong.
You are right. I don't agree with their opinion. Yeah, I can't just define them as wrong. You're completely right on that. Very good point. Yes, I do not agree with their opinion that it is better. I do agree with their opinion though. It is better than if I want to just go. If I'm just like, hey, let's grind some Railjack missions. You might as well do the Void mission version, the Void Storm version, right? Because it is literally the basic Railjack mission plus opening a relic. So what it makes defunct is the normal Railjack mission. What it should be making defunct, I'm sorry, it really should, is opening relics normally. That's the side it should have been making defunct, right? Not, okay, I could just do a Railjack mission because I get Railjack rewards. Yeah, and you'll get the Railjack reward. And as far as I know, I haven't done a set of 10 missions comparing. Do you get less of the Railjack rewards, or do you miss out on one of them that you would get for finishing a normal mission? I don't think you do. So I think doing that is better than a normal Railjack mission. But this should have been better for relics, not for that. You don't want to make... This is new content. Oh, but this is just a better version of the same thing. Oh, then I won't play those missions anymore. Instant fail. Instant fail. As for endo and credits, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure if I gave somebody an hour, no, let's say 4 hours, right? One person just farms these missions. One person does 1 hour on relics, 1 hour on credits, 1 hour on endo. Was it 3 things or 4 things they said?
Relics, endo, affinity.
Oh, yeah. They have 1 hour on affinity gain, 1 hour on credit farm, 1 hour on an endo farm, 1 hour on relic farm. I'm sure that person will be producing scale leagues more than somebody who just farms these missions. These missions take so long to do. For like this is what it should have been making better than. Now I've watched a Brozine video and I just want to make one point against it. Nothing. I do agree. I'm agreeing with his point here, but he said like that doing one of these missions should open 10 relics to make it worthwhile. Is what I understand.
That seems a bit extreme.
Exactly. I feel that is a bit extreme because it takes him about, I think, 12 minutes or something to finish, and he dies a couple of times and whatever, and he goes through the mission. But like 10 is a bit too much, but like maybe methods to get a load of traces, like a mad amount of traces, or a mad amount of, or an extra relic for doing it, you know.
Let's say for sake of argument, right, that you can get if you were to do a non-capture mission, right, for relics, you could do it in 4 minutes, right? Hell, I mean, if it's
I think
a
faster.
well, no, I mean, taking into consideration survival, it's forcing you to be 5 minutes.
Yeah,
at
so but
least.
capture is faster than that.
Yeah. So but the majority other missions, I think, excavation. Oh god, what's the name of the other ones?
Interception.
Interception, defense. I think the average will be around the 4-minute mark
Yes, yeah, probably.
across all of them.
I'm not sure. The only one I would
So-
say is exterminate, because exterminates, especially the high level ones, like go kill 150 enemies. Oh,
I think it depends because you can efficiency the fuck out of that one. Like, oh, I'll just take Ignis Wraith and just munch everything.
maybe.
Or what? Was it Equinox? Who's Ember 2.0?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Do correct us in the
anyway,
comments so they say, "God, these guys don't know about this Warframe." We really don't. Do tell us if we are completely missing.
Yeah, please,
do.
Like,
we love being
I'm
proved wrong. One of these
jump
things.
on some of these builds.
Yeah.
Right.
Tell us. Oh
Actually,
no,
no,
it's not.
fair,
It's not the.
I finally got how to use. Oh god, Garuda.
Oh, yeah.
Right, from Sliverito. Right.
Yeah.
Like I actually sat down with him. I was like, how do you build for Garuda? And he actually explained it to me. I'm like, holy crap. One of the community shout outs is a video from Headshot about Sevagoth. And I'm like, holy crap. Like I am, I do want to learn more about the play style. Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, before we get to this point, just want to give a shout out to doing these builds. I can't remember who it was. I'm sorry from the comments. Somebody was like watching last week's footage and goes, "Loz, hold 4. I was like, and I looked it up. I'm like, because I was just pushing 4, and I think you just tap 4, it does stationary hurricanes, but if you hold 4, it does the moving ones. And I thought I was just doing the moving ones. And I was like, oh, I am very good. It's like, no, I have to hold 4. So the comments, I was like, Loz, hold 4 and ever. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, no, we are idiots when it comes to these things. We've been in our safety zone of what we use for far too long, I think is what's happened.
My point is.
Right, oh, sorry. No, I was on point.
Average.
No, one last point. Sorry, no, let me finish. I want my point. I'm not going to stop. You can't beat me. I'm going to get my point. I'm going to get my point. I'm not going to stop until you make my point. Okay, so that's why I'm sorry if my Sevagoth play at the end of this video is so awful. I will be watching Headshot's video and I will understand it because you'll watch it and be like, what is Loz doing? Why is he doing that? It's like, okay, I just want to apologize now in advance. I was like, I'll play Sevagoth. Buttons! So yeah, sorry. Yeah, you go. I needed to get that before I get another comment below saying, Loz, what are you doing with Sevagoth?
Fishing. You are fishing right now.
After this. I think it's after this, yeah.
Right, so the whole point is that I do feel that the rewards you get for the Void Storms, like, it should be like a comparable amount of time. Right? So maybe doing a Void Storm, you can pick 2 or 3 of the rewards rather than you only still get 1. Hell, maybe you should be able to get all 4, but then you're reliant on what the other people bring.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe you can only take Radiant Relics, so you have to have a Radiant Relic to do a Void Storm.
Maybe this.
But Radiant Relics do drop from the Void Storm, and you can get Radiant Relics from doing the ESO as well.
Yeah, I guess. I was just wondering. I mean, I think maybe let people just let people pick 2 rewards at the end.
Yeah,
that'd probably be okay. I mean, it wouldn't be the best, but at least you'd be feeling, oh wow, I get to pick 2 things. It would feel different.
I mean, the difficulty is that people will feel. I think 2 is probably the safe bet because people will find ways to burn through them faster and make it more efficient. So instead of 12 minutes, we managed to do it in 8. So it's more of it. So I think 2 is a safe bet.
Well, they did the simple version of they literally just turn them into active void missions, but maybe they could do a cool thing because this is a rift in space rather than on a planet or a planetoid or whatever. That maybe it'd be something special game mode where the more relics you bring ups the enemy levels or gives them extra prefixes and suffixes or puts additional objectives into the mission.
Yeah.
Like, it'll now be like, right, blow up 3 cruise ships, then another ship, then you've got to do this on the other thing, and you've got to then do this, and you have to go back on the ship, you know.
I'm just thinking what you could potentially do is you could do a group run with. Okay, so my thinking is logistically, I'd have to work this out, but if you say in a group run, I want this many relics, like I want 1, 2, 3, or 4, like rewards. I want these many rewards. The scaling of the enemies accommodates,
Yeah.
right? So instead of saying, oh, well, you've picked, so picking 1, they start at like level 15. You pick 4, they start at level 60, right?
Yeah.
And then they escalate so much faster. So the second one, oh, they could be level 30, but it said they're level 120, right?
See, I didn't want to quite.
it,
I'm not sure if level is the. I don't know. It'd be balancing on this because basically, if it is that, what all that will produce is the sweet spot of the amount of relics to the time it takes to kill them. That's why I said like
true,
the
but
prefixes or
that
suffixes, like
exists.
nightmare modes. So you could have like no shields is a much more interesting thing. Like you
Oh.
enhance the rift by bringing too many relics. So now you got a no shield variant. Or if you, and it'll be different each time. It'll be random. So you're like, okay, let's have a go. It's like, right, let's try 2 relics, and it pops up. It like reveals what the thing will be.
I like that
like
more.
low gravity
I like that
or
much
health drain and things like that. So the more
and
you
the
bring,
more
yeah,
the more you bring the quantity or the severity.
both maybe that yeah, for each one it'd be a cool thing that for some upgrades would be severity, some would be thing, because it could say that like you put 1 in, it says no shields activate. You put a second in, it says no shields and life drain at like 2% per second or something. You go to a third one, the life drain goes up to 6% per second or something like that. You know, and then another level comes out. You know,
I kind of feel, because I know what's going to happen. I would say RNG it. People are going to say, no, don't RNG it. I don't like RNG, right?
no, you're right. Actually, yeah, don't RNG it, but it should be fixed for that. How long that void rift's there?
Relic.
Yeah,
I think each relic, right?
Oh, maybe relics
have
different ones.
Positive and negative, right? So like, you know, so if you take
positive
this relic, well, sorry,
no
positive is you get the reward. Apologies. The negative is like if you take this in like excess,
yeah,
right? This is the negative impact of the excess. Hell, you could do it that the negative impact is personal, right? So each person has, right? So
I was going to say that you'd have to make it that way, because otherwise what will happen is people will just troll people by bringing whatever the worst one is. Let's say there's no shields, quarter ammo, and mad health drain. People are like, I'm bringing those to troll my team and make them lose the mission.
Yeah, so what you could do is have, each relic has XS1, XS2, and XS3, right?
Yeah.
Or -1, -2, -3. And then depending on how many rewards you choose to take, that's, you know, you get those additional negatives. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that much.
Yeah.
So some of the relics, like, you know, some of them, yeah, you get the whole idea. And they could just be personal. I think D would have to build some automation to automatically choose what are good negatives to have with each other, like good synergies. But you get the idea, yeah.
But that's the sort of thing that I would expect them to do that takes development time, because they have to have meetings, probably plan it out, test it, see what works, what doesn't work. You know, that is kind of stuff. But we didn't get that. We just literally got, oh, you see those missions we made? Yeah. Right, I'm going to give you those again, but you open a relic at the same time. And I'm like,
but they're the same.
But they're the same.
Yeah,
exactly the same.
Okay.
Right. There's capture. I'm going to go do capture at 1 minute of run or something.
Should we go to the replies?
Yeah, let's go to the replies. Let me close that because that's the topic. Right. My only gripe with Void Storms is something you've already mentioned. Not enough Railjack in these Railjack missions. And such is the nature of all Corpus Railjack missions. Yeah, I think I complained about this last week. I'd loved a Corpus Railjack mission that doesn't make me go on a ship. It's really cool. I love the concept of sometimes going on a ship, and it's sometimes you can go on a ship and go on a little facility in space. That's really cool. Love it. I know it's the limitation of what the game can do, and that's fine, But give me more Railjack stuff to do. Why isn't there more Railjack stuff? They need to come up, I think, also with more things for Arcwing to do when in space. There needs to be I think we said this before, an Arcwing repair gun, an Arcwing carrying gun. But like, you know, so your job is to go collect life pods with the special gun. Make it one tool that does everything. You know, so you go out there and you're like, Railjack, go collect people, bring it back. Railjack, go fix the enemy ship, you know. I think that would be good because it gives you more things to do. So people have to kind of go, right, we're fixing the ship. Okay, everyone come back into the Tempestari. We'll kill off this wave of enemies. Then everyone but the pilot gets out. Pilot goes to hold off the next wave while everyone fixes the objective or something. That would be good as well.
I've got to say, unpopular opinion. I actually really liked the idea that the pilot couldn't shoot their guns while they're in, like, you know, the sprint mode, because it gave more of a importance to what's the name of the damn things. It gave more importance to
Abilities? Ramming?
No, the guns, the additional turrets and
the
things.
turrets, yeah.
Hey, yeah, you know, I'm sprinting around like a lunatic. You now have something important to do.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
But it's completely taken that away. I really liked that when they announced that, but then, oh no, we're not going to do that anymore because too many people complained.
Oh, so now I didn't realize you can shoot while sprinting?
You can shoot while sprinting.
Oh, fudge off.
Yeah. No, I was really looking forward to. I thought that was a really good idea. Anyway.
For one thing, the rewards are actually pretty tight. I can get a decent chunk of Endo, Radiant Relics, or even extra Void Chasers, which I would use to stock up for a future Prime release, and honestly, probably will. I mean, I don't know, maybe if I sat down and ran the maths on it, this is the more efficient farm, but doesn't feel it. Really doesn't. Next.
I really don't think it is.
It's worse than all the others in terms of efficiency of time or drops. It's just a normal mission with annoying constant cutscenes, transitions, visual clutter that's nothing short of eye assault with not enough Railjack gameplay to boot. Oh yeah, no, there's a good example. So the one Brozim did, as just an example, it was a Void Storm where he had to do the one where you have to turn off the reactor on the Corpus ship. Takes forever. Absolutely forever.
One thing I want to highlight is talking about like visual noise and things, visual clutter. I saw a YouTube video. I haven't actually watched it, but Tactical Potato did a video recently that basically says that there's too much visual noise for Call of Tempestari. I'm like, really? I don't know.
It's interesting you say that because this again was a point Brozim was talking about in his video. Too much stuff going on, all this visual faff going on. It seems to be the current pet hate is too much visual stuff. I've only felt there's too much stuff going on with some of the Eidolon fights because you're so close to the ground.
No, 100% on that one.
Yeah, that's where I've gone like there's too much visual effects going on. I've never really felt it on the rest of the game. Maybe I haven't got my graphics settings at full, but I think they are. I'm pretty sure they are.
Mine's at full.
Yeah,
I've got my
I'm sure mine is as well.
thing set to ludicrous.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I would say that there's too much visual noise on Deimos because trying to see the fish through all the little orange
floating.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's where I've got problems as well. Yeah, that's the problem with Deimos. I wish Deimos was bigger, and then it could have like little different zones instead of being a cramped thing. Anyway, moving on.
Or down.
Dee's insistence on having the Plexus steal affinity means that unless you're leeching, you'll be getting a pittance of affinity for weapons there. To say nothing of no longer being able to reasonably level companions or have a steady passive income on focus.
I'm sorry. Say nothing of no longer being able to reasonably level companions. Does ESO not exist anymore suddenly?
No, I think that's what they're saying, is that it is the better one. And so other people are saying, oh, I'm getting a decent amount of endo doing this. And this person's like, no, you're really not, because there's another item in your mix of drains. Unless you choose not to take a weapon, which will then not get affinity dumped into it, you are losing affinity because a portion is being siphoned off for the Plexus, which makes it instantly less efficient than all the other methods, is what they're implying.
Okay, yes, I agree. But is that such a bad thing? Right?
I haven't worked out the maths, is what they're saying, yeah.
But do you need to be able to level up the Plexus or anything else in this game mode at the same rate as the current loot caves?
Well, that's the thing. As I said, the thing I wanted Void Storms to beat was normal relic farming. Because people will always need to farm relics. So if you made this the optimum method of farming relics, people are going to have an instant positive reinforcement to play Railjack. It's now better than those missions. Everyone's like, oh, don't do those. You'll still find people running those missions, I don't doubt it. But everyone's like, oh yeah, get in your Railjack to do the Void Storms, because it's relic farm. That's what it needed to beat. I agree with you. I don't really care too much Nendo, and I don't think that's important, or credits, or anything else. But it needed to be the most efficient method of general relic farming, and it's not. That was the one thing it had to beat. Instead, do you know, I almost would want no endo, no credits, but it gives you cracks multiple relics in some way. That's actually what it needed to do.
You know the whole negative thing to relics. I want to say that should only work in Void Storms.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but you get lots. And again, that's the thing, is just be careful with what we were coming up with. You don't want to make it less efficient or more annoying than just. And to be honest, maybe they should just remove capture if they wanted to make that more efficient. Remove capture from the rotation on normal relics or something, because they have to be that. I'm sorry, if I can just wait till captures turn up and go do captures really bloody quickly. Why do I? You know, that's what annoys me, because if you made it that this was like. It's the same. It's the same thing that happened to Anthem, and it happened to Outriders. Right? Give the people the bloody loot. Just give it to them. Right? Anthem had a problem where it was really everyone. Oh, okay, this game's not very great. And then there was a bug that happened, gave everyone like 20% more loot and more chance at legendaries. I was like, whoa, this game feels so cool, because you actually really have to go through a lot of legendaries to get a sort of, you know, like with Rivens, a perfect one. You know. And there's lots to get. So that more loot made the game enjoyable for people. EA went, oh, it's a bug, getting rid of it. Same things happened to Outriders. If you don't, I don't know if you know, there was a bit of controversy last week where they removed the ability to get a guaranteed legendary in a playthrough or something, because people were there was a few people that were abusing it by joining groups, completing whatever thing it was, and then getting a free legendary. So they completely removed it from. I think it's the handing in a historical items thing. I think if you do all of them, you get. I think they've removed that legendary, the ability to get a legendary. For it, because people are abusing it. So now per playthrough you get less guaranteed legendaries, which is less gear all over for most people, and it's just because a few people are abusing it. Everyone's moaning again. It's like, well, okay, if it was maybe have a look at fixing that abuse in some way, but don't ruin all the players. It's the same thing here with DE. Like, let people crack more relics. In fact, there was that person who was like, I've got 100 relics, I'm never going to get through. We've gotten to the point, never going to crack all our relics. In fact, you know, it's just insane amount of relics. I'll never crack all my relics. I will die and turn to dust before my relics are cracked at this point. Let me open more quickly. Let people have the loot cave.
One thing I want to ask, though, is that because you're not interested to do nothing but relics, or... You know,
I mean, yeah, okay,
or
yeah.
So you just have so many that it's just like...
No, it's more that there's more other things in the game I need to do.
Okay.
So you are right. Like, literally, I could choose to open all relics and be like, done, all my relics opened, got no more relics, yeah. But I've got so many more things, other things to do in the game. And even if I started cracking them, unless I literally was playing nothing but Warframe a day, cracking all those relics, you know, before the next piece of content came out, and I got to move on to that. Yeah, but I just can't afford to give it the time. That's the thing. I can't afford to give it the time. I've got liches to do. I've got Deimos still to do. I've got mods to farm. I've got stuff to level, stuff to former. I've got focus. I still haven't finished my focus. I've now got Railjack to do. You know, so I'm never going to clear these relics. Never. It'd be stupid to do it anyway. I do need to do a few more. Don't get me wrong, because I'm out of ducats. But yeah, I'm never going to clear them all. It's crazy. Right. Last point. People will complain about efficiency of Void Storm to normal relic mission. To be honest, it's a new game mode that you can do to farm all resources at a respectable pace. If you prefer to do more normal relic missions than Void Storm, go for it. More farming option to the game is welcome. I mean, I don't know. People are saying about Endo and Affinity. It's like it's like, oh, you get these other stuff. Maybe you do. I don't know. I didn't see a massive like, hey, have some Endo at the end as a bonus thing. I remember getting like, hey, have some titanium. It's like, okay, fine.
But is it an option though? That's like my. Also,
I don't want to call it a game mode. It's not a game. They just gave you the existing game mode and went relics. Went, that makes a new game mode now. So if I get interception and I had an exterminate component, new game mode. It's like, what? No.
I mean, so one of the big things that everyone's highlighted here is oh, it's more efficient to do these other things. No one's highlighted focus.
The original posted.
Oh, the original posted. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough then. I remember. Did they? Focus?
Well, affinity is focus. Yeah, they actually say, is affinity farming as fast as in ESO? No. So yeah, they do mention.
Okay, fine, if you want to go that way. But there's so much to this that it's just like you need to compete. You need to be able to specify, I expect a mission to be XYZ long, right? And if you can't make it that long, so I'm just seeing you take the screenshot for your emblem. Or trying to, as they keep moving.
They keep bloody moving.
Anyway, so I do feel that okay, so here's a point. If you're driving a car, if you're driving to work, right? Are you actively going to take the longer way to get there, or will you try and always take the most efficient way possible?
Efficient.
Yeah. You will always try to take the most efficient. Like, I could go to work in 30 minutes, or I could walk 15 minutes in the opposite direction, 15 minutes back, and then the 30 minutes. Right? No, you wouldn't actively choose to take.
Not on a normal day, no.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you had something else to do, I need to go to the post office, I'll do it on my way to work. I need to go to the bank. So like people don't actively strive to do inefficient things because we are so taxed for time and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel that this is like a non-starter point. We need more ways to farm things.
But that's true, but they need to be competitive. They are right, but it's, as I think you've said in the past, people will always prefer the path of least resistance. So even if you come up with 10 different methods and each one's different variety, a few people play. Majority of players will go like, hey, this one is 1 minute per run quicker than the others. There you go, everyone's going to do that.
Yep.
So if you think Void Storms are a good addition to the game and are efficient, please let us know in the description below. If you've run any maths on it and you definitely go, no, you're not, you guys are talking wrong, I ran it and I proved that it's actually a better endo farm, better credit farm, and better relic farm. If you choose XYZ void storms, maybe you have to choose particular storms or something, I don't know, but let us know in the description below because every point is read. Anything you want to say?
Show your workings.
Show those work. Right.
All right.
Let's sign off. So, but please go for it.
Go on.
You go for it. I was going to do the sign out.
No, you do it. You do it.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching this quick video about Void Storms. If you want to see more, obviously this is one section of the full podcast. Full podcast is linked on this channel. Please like and subscribe anyway, but if you want to go on there is plenty more in the big full podcast, including other topics. There is memes, there is community shoutouts, there is chances to win platinum. So go there, have a look. If you're thinking, I've seen part of it, I want to go screw the whole thing. Timestamps, sections on the YouTube timey bar things, you can skip to the bits you find interesting. Loads on there, please go check it out. And as I said before, like and subscribe, it really does help. We actually really only need to get to 1,000 subs. That's all we care about. If we can get this channel to 1,000 subs, we can do something to do with when we get people on, and that's all we really care about. So please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's it.